Hello, hi everyone. This is Ganesh, and in this video I'm going to explain how to construct the grouped frequency distribution table. So these kind of problems we are going to do in this video. Just here I selected a few problems from the AP Andhra Pradesh government textbook. So in this I selected a total of 4 problems from the textbook, and I'm going to explain all the 4 problems and how to construct the grouped frequency distribution table. If you watch the whole video, you have a knowledge about grouped frequency. That means how to construct the grouped frequency distribution table. So, and one more thing, if you want to know the terminology used in this for this grouped frequency distribution table, like what are class intervals and what is range, maximum value, minimum value, class length, and boundaries, limits, for all these things I prepared already a video. I leave the link of that video in this description. If you want to watch, just watch that video, then you come to this, easily you can understand it. So before going to the topic, just mine is a request that please subscribe this channel and share these videos to your friends and those who want these kind of topics, because of that you are going to help those students to learn these kind of things. Here is the given problem. Consider the marks of 50 students in mathematics secured in quarterly examination, and these are all given observations. This is the data, 50 student marks, 50 students marks. So for this given data, how can we make the frequency distribution table? So after observing the data, we might be thinking into how many intervals the data could be classified. That means how many class intervals we have to prepare, and what is the class length, how to take the class length. These kind of doubts we have. For those things I'm going to explain step by step. Just remember, watch carefully. Easily you can construct the distribution table. First thing what we have to do means observe the data carefully. After that, first thing we are going to find is what is the minimum value. What is the minimum value from the given data? Minimum value means the lowest observation. So easily we can find it, that is 0 is the lowest observation from the given data. And then maximum value means the highest observation. So easily we can find it, the highest observation is 47. So after observing the data, first we are going to find minimum value and maximum value. Both the things we got it. This is the first step. And second thing, we have to find the range of the data. What is range? Range, how can we find the range? Means maximum value minus minimum value. So if we subtract maximum value minus minimum value, we'll get the range. That means 47 minus 0, that equal to 47. That means the range of this data is 47. Yes, we got the range also. After finding the range, we have to decide what is the class interval. That means how many class intervals we have to take, how many class intervals we needed. That is in our hand. Generally class intervals we have to take from 5 to 8 class intervals. There is no problem if you want to take based on the given data. Generally here 50 student marks are there. If for example 100 students are there or 1000 students are there, we can take maybe 9, 10 also, no problem. But it should be not more than 10 class intervals. It should be less than 10 class intervals only. So class intervals we have to select it. Here I am going to select, that is 6 class intervals I want. 6 class intervals I decided. So after finding the range and class intervals, then we are going to find what is the class length. What is the class length? That we are going to find it. How do we get the class length? Means range by class intervals. Range by class intervals. Range already we got it, that is 47 by 6. 6 is class intervals we selected. So if we divide these two things, then we'll get the value is nearly 7.8 something, right? So 7.8 means approximately we can select that is 8. We have to take it as 8. That means what class length must be 8 approximately. This part is very important to construct the grouped frequency distribution table. Here class length and range is very important. That means to find the class length is very important. Class intervals in our hand, that is our wish, either 6 or 7 or 8, whatever it may be. So class length is very important. Now I'm going to construct the distribution table. Yes, here is the table. So we have to draw the table like this. Generally first one is class intervals, second thing is tally marks, and the third column is frequency. So here very important thing is how to write the class intervals. Generally here already we have given, that is the minimum value is 0. So we have to start with the 0. So start with 0, and what is the class length? Here we have class length already we found, that is 8. Class length is 8, we got it. So the reason, first 0 onwards we have to start. Here I am starting from 0. So 0 to just if the class length is 8 means 1 we have to decrease, and 7 we have to add it. 0 plus 7 is 7. That means 0 to 7. And one more thing, before writing the class intervals, we have to decide whether we have to construct the inclusive class intervals or exclusive class intervals. And for these kind of things already I prepared a video. Just I leave the description in the link, just you watch it, what are inclusive class intervals and exclusive class intervals. Yes, here I am going to take inclusive class intervals. Inclusive means the upper limit of the first class interval and lower limit of the second class interval should not be equal. That means 0 to 7 means second interval I have to start with 8. Again for 8 add 7. I told you class length is 8 means 7 we have to take. So 8 plus 7 is 15, and again start with 16. 16 plus 7 is 23, and again start with 24, and 24 plus 7 is 31, and again 32, start with 32. 32 plus 7 is 39, and 39 means again 40. 40 plus 7 is equal to 47. So you see, after completion of all the class intervals, finally we got 6 class intervals here. I selected 6 only. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 class intervals we got it. And in the 6 class intervals, we covered the minimum value and the maximum value. Minimum value 0, we start with 0, and the maximum value start with that means stop with the 47 maximum value, right? After completion of writing these class intervals, just you check it. But what class length 8, but where is the class length means just we have to subtract these two. Okay, 15 minus 7 how much? 8, or otherwise these two. 23 minus 15 how much? That is 8. This is class interval. Generally class interval means most of the students they are taking 7 minus 0 or 15 minus 8 like that they'll see. It is not correct thing, because in the exclusive class intervals that is also equal. Either 7 minus 0 if you take that one, and 15 minus 7 both will be equal. When it is possible, if it is 7 means this one also 7. At that time in the exclusive class interval it is okay. Whatever it may be, class length in both the ways it is, in both the cases it is equal. But here it is not like that. In the inclusive class intervals, the difference of the any two successive lower bound, lower limits or upper limits. That is very, very important. After completion of class intervals, next thing is tally marks. Tally marks, everybody, we all know that in 7th class we learn already. For example, here, what is the first observation? The first observation is 31. So 31. So one by one observations we have to select it and where it falls. That means in which interval it falls. For example, 31. 31, where it is, in which interval that is. So 31 is 24 to 31 in this. So take one tally mark like this. And second observation is 14. 14, where it falls. 14 is in the class interval 8 to 15. Here it is, one more tally mark. And 0 is first one. And another one, 12, where it is 8 to 15. Like this, we have to find all the tally marks. So after finding, I'll come back. Now look at the tally marks, how I've selected. So here, generally, these tally marks is representing the how many students, how many marks are there in each class interval. You see, 0 to 7, how many students got these marks means that means between 0 to 7, total 4. Just count the tally marks and write it here, 4. Okay. And second thing, here generally here, yes, the fifth one we have to cross it. Generally 4 we have to write, fifth one we have to cross it. Because of that, it will be very easy to counting. Yes. So the second thing is 6. The next one is 9. Next one is general 2 bundles, 5 and 3, that is 13. Next 14. Next thing is only 4. So finally we got the frequency, grouped frequency distribution table. This is the way of finding a grouped frequency distribution tables. Yes, I hope you understand everything, how to prepare the grouped distribution frequency table. Generally, in the first, at the starting, I told you I've selected already 3-4 problems for completing, and that means to prepare the table, but only for one example, for explaining one example, it has taken already more than 13 minutes. So next video I am going to explain the remaining 3 problems. Those 3 problems are from the exercise. I'll make another video for that one. So I hope this is very useful for you. Please don't forget subscribe this channel and share this video to your friends. Thank you very much.